Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. This time, it's time for another rebuild, and we are taking over Wolverhampton Wolves. As you can see, I haven't selected them yet, but they're currently in last place in the Premier League with 0 wins. The only team to have 0 wins in 10 games. So it's a tough one. They definitely haven't been living up to the expectations. We're gonna start off as just a Sunday League player with National C license. People are gonna be shocked that we were off the job, but we will take them to great heights. They have a good team. I don't know how they're this bad. I think it's just poor management. Um, they've sold some of their key players and just haven't replaced them. If you look here, we have an updated database, so you can see they sold Mateus Nunes, Ruben Neves, which were two good players, and then they sold Pedro Neto, uh, and then they sold Raul Jimenez as well. Um, and they sold Kilman as well, who's over here, 62k. This is wrong. They sold him for a lot more than that, but it's updated database, so it might be have some mistakes. But they bought in some good players. If we look by the date here, was it? I think their biggest signing was. Is he here? The updated database should be here. They have Sean Larson, who's a good player, and then I believe they should have Andre, who it doesn't show up in there, but he was probably their biggest signing. Um, yeah, they're probably their biggest signing to strengthen the team, but they are not a great. Mateus Cunha is probably the star man, as you can see. We're expected to finish in 14th. We have some good players. We're just gonna have to do what we can. I think I'm gonna play. It's probably something like this will work good for us. But we're gonna tweak some stuff around and see what we can do. We have 5 million. We probably won't be able to spend anything because I don't. We'll just go for this season without any purchases. Let's see what happens. Oh guys, we're back. The first season is done. But before I get into that, let's go a little bit into our tactic. We're using this tactic. I actually wanted to try this. It's from the guy who won the world, well, the FIFA Football Manager thing. I saw the Zealand video. Credit to him. I followed the same things. I also did some set pieces. But how did we do? We finished in 10th place, 50 points. A lot of defeats, but also a lot of wins. But also you gotta keep in mind I'm simulating. It's a very attacking formation, and we had a terrible end to the season. I believe we were probably way higher. Yeah, we were kind of like 9th and 8th, and then we had a big dip. So we were probably like up there catching close to that, because we lost 4 of our last 5 games. We didn't do well in the cups, but 20 goals, 12 assists from our fullbacks. So it's pretty good first season. We have 61 million. Let's go into selection info. 20 goals from Strad Larson. Um, 32 million is the option to buy. I think that might be a bit too much money for me personally. He's an okay striker, 6'4". He's pretty good, but we have Mateus Cunha still, 13 goals, 12 assists from our. I think the the problem with this team is probably this guy is not good enough to be playing on the left side here. He and also just don't have a very good backline. Like these guys are aging. How old is he? 35. He's retiring actually. Semedo is he's 31 as well, getting to the back end. For 24, this guy's probably he'll probably be there for the 5 years or 10 years I decide to do. Sarabia is 33 years old at this point, so even Mateus Cunha, he's 26. But the team is going to be built around the Joe Gomez and Andre. I think very good talent from Brazil, in the future of Brazil. We also have Pedro Lima. I think he might have been adjusted because I'm using the database that's updated. He does look a lot better than what he used to look like before the update. But it's a very good team, and I think we can definitely improve the team further. And We have 60 million to strengthen this team, so let's see what we can do in this off season. Hey guys, we're back. Season 2. Let's get into our transfers. We have this guy coming in, 16 years old, and he's this good. That's crazy. He is English as well, so I'm like, wow, I'm gonna get this guy. I pick him up, find him. We bought in a few players. Ryan Cherokee, 5 million. I think it's a good backup option. He's young, still 22. He looks not bad. He covers the front three. Aaron Ramsdale is the keeper we needed. I think he's probably one of the best goalkeepers in the league. So joining us is very good. He was in Southampton and they got relegated. Centre back, 6'5". He is a monster. He is very physical as well. So I got him through the door. All those signings, and we sold Gonzalo Gutierrez to Saudi. We bought in 5 free transfers, including Eric Dyer, someone who is a leader, and he's very physical as well, very big, very good presence. Felipe Coutinho, you know this guy well. He was an Aston Villa player, he was a Barcelona player, Bayern player. He's coming to the end of his career. He joined us, and he still looks very good with a lot of high numbers. We brought in Sambi Lokonga as a backup defensive midfielder. Sebastian Esposito is someone who can maybe, if any injuries happens, he can cover in that striker position. And then I saw Andreas Schaudrup on a free, and I was like, yeah, he's a good player. Let's take him. He looks incredible as well. So those are our signings. A lot of freebies. How have we done in this first month of games? Currently undefeated. We have beat Fulham 1-0, drew with Everton, beat Nottingham Forest, but as you can see, we're not conceding a lot of goals. Beat Tranmere in the second round, coming up against Brighton right next game. But as you can see, the preview has us in 12th. I think we definitely strengthened the team. We're still rocking the same formation, but if we do pick without restricting the best 11, Eric Dyer, Ramsdale will get in there. So those are the players. Hello guys, we are back. It is season 2. After a good start, I wonder where we finished. 5th place finish. That's more like it. And as I can see, we have barely been scoring goals. So that's not great. 4th round, 3rd round by Leicester and Everton. But finishing, Tottenham just done the double. Oh sorry, they won. They've won. Wow. They've won the Premier League twice. That is crazy. But we didn't really have many players in. But we're in the Europa League. Sorry, we're in the Champions League. That means one of the who won the Champions League? AC Milan. Wow, a lot of slots for us. Top 8, but we're in the Champions League this season. Let's go. Very happy with that. And if we look at the selection info, not many goals. Mateus Cunha 14, Sasa with 13, 12 Pablo Sarabia. We do have. I feel like I'm gonna have to get rid of a lot of players. Pedro Lima, just getting some game time. But what about our signings? Eric Dyer, pretty good. Andreas Schaudrup, playing pretty good. Felipe Coutinho also actually did pretty well. I did slot him in, but I forgot to I locked him in, but I forgot to press the button to make it that so he's there. Samuel Konga played very well. And Ramsdale, very good. Ryan Cherokee played quite a few games. But I think it's about now selling some players. I had a lot of players that I couldn't sell in this off season, and if you look at here, we have 2 players with contracts expiring, so most likely they will be sold, or they will leave on a free. Pablo Sarabia, 34. He did have a good season, so I'm like contemplating. He still looks very good, but 34, and he is not very fit. I think it's time to let him go, but we need to clear out some of the dead weight on our team. But we have 64 million, so that is looking very good, very promising. I think we have a pretty solid team. I think our biggest weakness now is the striker. I think we need a striker. Matheus Cunha has to play in that striker position, or we need to find an attacking midfielder that can take that position. Sarabia leaving potentially, and then Semedo. We have Pedro Lima on the right. Can we find someone better than Semedo? He's 32 now. I do like our back line like this, so maybe um, keep this back line. I think this back five is good. I like the back two here. Um, Andre has been. Maybe we can get one more player, and then we can have Andre, Samuel Lukonga, Joe Gomez, and that other player. And then up front, I think Sheldrop looks pretty good. He's improving. He'll definitely be my left winger. Oh, but then I don't know who else to have in there. How did Spacito get on? Did he actually play? Only 3 appearances. We'll see what happens. We did not score a lot of goals, but where did we really expected goals for? We actually expected goals, the most goals. Scored the second most goals in the league, and Tottenham overperformed there actually by 14. So that is very good to see. Penalties taken 11, shots 4. We were actually highest. Defending, we did concede quite a few goals. Um, but it's very interesting to see that because, can I ask for set piece? Goals from set pieces. So we were kind of in the middle. Um, so I guess how many goals have we scored from set pieces? Can we see that? Because I'm trying to do better in set pieces. But as you can see here, still low in salary. I think clearances, no. Opposition passes per defensive action. Interesting. I consider from that free kick goals allowed. Yeah, we didn't allow a lot. Well, yeah. Let's just keep going. I'm very happy. We actually scored the second most goals, and we didn't have a guy who was scoring like a lot of goals, so it's kind of weird. We had a good team. That's good to see, but we need to strengthen up. We need to have a man in the front line that's going to score the goals, and we don't have that right now, so let's see what happens. Hey guys, we are back, and it is September the 1st. We have a lot of transfers. He still hasn't come through because he's actually, he was 16 when I signed him, so he hasn't come through yet. Hugo Bueno, I kind of need you. But let's look into our transfers because we did a lot of business. We bought in a few players here with money. See my 4.1 million for this guy. I just thought it was too good to turn down, even if I don't need him. Like, he's a good backup option. And then Oscar for 19 million, a very good midfielder. And then Ronnie Bargy, who can play on that right. He's a very good player. And then we bought Andrea Carponi for 14 million, centre back, very good. We bought an Englishman, Job Bellingham. He looks very good, so decided to bring him in. As you can see here, loaned out some players. Yeah, some players left on free, but then we bought some more players. On a free, we got this guy. I just thought 19. He looked pretty good, so tried to loan him out. See what happens. Silla, a defender, centre back again. So we're trying to really get good centre back. Then we have this new goalkeeper, backup goalkeeper, because we got a better goalkeeper, but it looks like he played a game and he allowed two, so that's not great news. Mudryk, we bought him in for 3.9 million, a real bargain, but can he do the deed? We also loaned in Elias Baum, just as a backup option because we were a little bit low on cover on the right back. Couldn't sign anyone that was good enough. We sold some players, some dead wood here, mostly centre backs that I think weren't good enough for my side. As you can see here, our best 11 is like this. So Ronnie Bargy, Mudryk, Oscar, Carboni goes in there. Ramsdale is still our starting goalkeeper. Did he have an injury? Moderate injury where he's out for 3 weeks. But the schedule looks like this. We have lost to Brentford, but we have beat Burnley, So it's kind of mixed. Here our we didn't have a starting goalkeeper. Looks like we had, yeah, we didn't have a starting goalkeeper, and then here we did. So big difference. Aaron Ramsdale did get injured, so we'll see how he does for the rest of the season. But our team is pretty strong, I would like to think. We're in the Champions League, so we needed to add more depth to the team, and I think we did that. I think we have a lot of depth. We have a lot of good centre backs, and it's going to be interesting to see how we can do in this Champions League, as we have good. I think we have pretty good squad depth. So I'm very interested to see how we perform. We still have 27 million, but we're not going to use it. I think our biggest weakness is this right fullback position. We really couldn't find anyone to strengthen the team there, but right now, our team on paper, the best 11, looks very good. So I'm happy as of right now. So we just gotta keep improving the team. Let's see what we can do in this season. Welcome back, guys. You saw the transfers that we made in the window. We kept the same tactic. How have we done in the league? We were in the Champions League in our second season. How far have we gone? Wow, second place and the quarterfinals. That is an astonishing season. Just behind Arsenal, 10 defeats. We did lose to Arsenal. Um, so, but as you can see, our signings: Matheus Cunha, top scorer; Ronnie Bargi, third assists; player of the matches, Matheus Cunha was there. Very good goal difference is up there. Very happy with that, honestly. And our team is strong. I think our team is very strong. I think our main weakness is that right side, but I think if we get a good right-sided player, I think it's going to be hard to improve this team further. Let's go into the selections. Matheus Cunha, absolutely, with an amazing season: 37 goals, 11 assists. Mudryk, remember we got this guy for 3.9 million. He has been incredible for us on that left side. Oscar, 14 goals. Ronnie Bargi playing very well. Andrea Carboni playing very well. Edu L, he is growing, worth 100 million now. Sima, someone who is more of a backup even, scored 3 goals, played very well. Andreas Schaudrup, who played quite a lot of games, very well, and he's improving as well. And then we have our left wing fullback who playing very well. Joe Gomez and Andrea playing very well. Samuel Okonga playing very well. Joe Bellingham didn't get the most game time. He played 3 games. He started 3 games, 18 off the bench. You can see some improvement. He is definitely growing still. And then we have Eric Dyer, Tommy Doyle, someone who might be left out in the cold, and Hangwon Lee, who we're trying to get rid of him. Then we have Rodrigo Gomez, who is also trying to get rid of him. Ryan Cherky signed in, and I think he's a very good player. He just hasn't been living to expectations. Might be one that we loan, but besides from that, still very happy with the squad. Silikas didn't really play very much either. That's another one that I have to loan him out. But our left fullback has finally joined the club, so maybe he'll get some game time and develop. I'm very happy with the season overall. As you can see, we were a very strong team, hard to beat. Uh, Arsenal again overperformed their XG, just like um, Tottenham did for the 2 seasons. We conceded a lot more goals. That's a difference maker. 14 points behind them, but happy to be in second place. Hey guys, welcome back to the Wolverhampton rebuild. We are currently season 3, the start of season 3. Season 1 we finished in 10th season. This is, we're actually going into season 4. But if we go at our transfers, we start off with 2 transfers over here, including Archie Gray for 30 million, who is a player I thought could play across these 2 positions. So I thought, okay, maybe we brought in this guy we loaned out. He's playing some games in Colombian first division. He looks pretty good for that age. Did sell. Who here is I sell? None. No one. But then made some sales, including a youngster that I bought in like one of my first few seasons on the free, and he's doing pretty well in the Saudi league. We sold a few dead weights. We bought in four more players, including a backup striker in the likes of Vedat for very good average rating, 4 appearances, 1 goal. We bought a centre back, a young centre back, Paul Kurbasi, and then we bought. I noticed another Chelsea player on the transfer list for very cheap, and he's 28, and he's pretty good, and he fits my system here in this defensive midfield. So he's a backup. And then our big splash, our right wing back slash fullback, it is Michael Coyote. 3 assists in 4 games. He is on fire. We spent a lot of money, so as you can see, we still have a little bit of money, but we paid 65, but we still have to pay them another 10. But as you can see, we have been doing well. We have won 1 game and drew 3 games, so not the best start actually, but still undefeated. Should be beating the likes of Ipswich and Crystal Palace. 4-4 draw against Chelsea is not bad, I guess, but we're close to the top of the table, which is what matters. We should be winning these games. We're predicted to finish 8th. We are currently in 8th. Mateus Cunha with 5 goals already, 2 player of the matches. I think we have a very strong team, and I think that we have a good depth. And if we look already, we have a goal from our defender. 2 goals from our defenders actually. I think this is going to be a good season. I think we have a few players that haven't played any games here. Most importantly, I think it's Job getting some game time. Tommy Doe, he's on the loan list. But I think these guys will eventually get game time as soon as we start playing FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Champions League fixtures. Talking about Champions League fixtures, let's see our fixtures, because we play Genoa, who is an interesting one, that they actually made it sporting into Dortmund mold, Feyenoord, Man United, and Lazio. I would say a pretty easy group, pretty easy games. I think we should be beating these 2 teams. Should be beating Mold, Feyenoord, and Lazio probably. So I think we should be progressing. And we play the 3rd round against MK Dom, so we should be progressing from there too. But overall, so far looking is pretty good. But let's see what we can do, because we finished 2nd last season. It was not the greatest season in terms of points, 72. In our 2nd season, we had 71. So it has been 69. So it has been steady progress in the points. Now, can we pick up higher than 72 points? Last season we had 22 wins. Let's see if we can beat that. Hey guys, we are back, and as you knew, our transfer window went very well. Signed some big talent. Same formation. How have we done in the league? Let's go to the Champions League first and find out what we have done in there. We made it. We made it to the final of the Champions League, finishing in 8th place, beating the teams I said we would beat, and losing to we beat Celtic. Penalties. Okay. Did we score all our penalties? No, we missed. Missed one. It's okay. Quarterfinal against Benfica. We're getting the green badges. Oh no, well, all the green badges. We beat Real Madrid. Let's go. That's huge. In the final, we lost 1-0. Actually, not bad. Actually, wise, it was pretty even. It was an even game, actually. Very even game. So we were in the semi-final. Oh, 2nd place in the Champions League. How have we done in the league? Oh, 5th place, 74 points though. I believe that's an increase from last season, where we had, how many points did we have last season? 72, so it is an improvement overall. 3rd round by Hull City, semi-final by Tottenham, who did lose in the final, so they have not been able to claim any trophies. Mateus Cunha with 18 goals, not up there. Sheldrop though, leading the assists, he is looking like a threat. And we have been given 100 million. The board are backing me, and as you can see by the past position, we were up there. We just had a little dip in like at the end of the season, losing to Manchester City, losing to Chelsea, losing to Arsenal, losing to Leeds. Yeah, so we lost against the teams around us, which is why we are down here. Um, Bournemouth getting relegated, which they have some good talent. Ipswich, probably nothing great there. But let's see what we can find. I think this team right now is very powerful. I It's hard for me to see improvements in the team. Coyote is definitely our best player, and as we look to selection info, Mateus Cunha with 30 goals, very good player. He is 29, but he's so good. I doubt I can find a better striker than him. Ronnie Barger with 15 and 12. Andres Shardrup with 12 and 21. Even our, you know, the guy we bought as a backup, he scored a lot of goals for us. 15 goals, 1 assist from 17 starts. That's pretty good. Our defender scoring some goals. Mudryk scoring some goals. Joe Bellingham scored 4. He isn't playing that much. Andrea playing some games. Coyote 14 assists. Right now, how do we fix this team? How do we strengthen this team? For me, that is a very hard ask when we have such a good team. How do we improve this team? That is so hard for me to say. Probably a better left back. Better left back. And I think that's about it. A better left back. Maybe a better backup goalkeeper. If Ramsdale gets injured, for example. He did he? Oh, he did get injured. So how many games did our backup goalkeeper play? Not much. He didn't even play. Is he injured too? He was injured as well. Were they injured at the same time? Yes, they were both injured at the same time. These games here cost us the league. We didn't have a goalkeeper. Yep, we need another goalkeeper because apparently both our goalkeepers were injured at the same time. This is a title winning team. This is a Champions League winning team. In the finals here, we did have a full team. But I think we can strengthen a few teams. Let's see what comes. I'm happy with the centre backs. The defensive midfielders, if I can find a world-class player that I think will improve my team, I will buy him. I do think I have good enough options. On the left I have Sheldrop, in the middle I have Job, and on the right, don't really have anyone on the right as well, so maybe a right inside forward and left back and a goalkeeper. So that's my shopping list for this off-season. What's up guys, we are back and I actually just simmed to June. I completely forgot about. But let's go through our transfers. We had quite a few. The first one being Savio from Manchester City. A great player that can play on both sides. He has instantly stepped into a very good position. I was looking at Rafinha, he was like 43 million, and then I saw Savio for 26. I was like, yeah, I gotta take him. Sales include, some players. We sold this guy. He's pretty good centre back, but he wasn't getting into my team, so I decided to sell him off. We got a lot of free signings, including a backup goalkeeper, Guilherme Restes. Needed a goalkeeper really, because last season, you know what happened. Ivan Toney is a freebie that we signed, 29 goals. That is incredible stuff. And then our biggest signing, 69 million on this 21-year-old. He is very good, so it improves our left side immediately. He looks incredible. And then we signed a few freebies that won't get into the team, but 15, 16-year-olds that have some potential.
yeah, so sold a few players, loaned out one of our players to get some game time. He looks like he's getting game time at Aston Villa. So yeah, but let's see how you have done. Oh yes, we have won the league by a landslide as well, 94 points. Champions League semi-finals again, this time by Real Madrid. Sorry, finals again. We lost only one game, Dortmund, beating Bayer Leverkusen, Real Sociedad, PAOK, Porto, Man City 5-1, AZ, and Copenhagen. Round 16, Ajax got quickly eliminated. AC Roma quickly eliminated. We beat Barcelona 5-4 in aggregate with a nice home win 3-0. And then we walked into the finals, and once again a very close finals on shots. Very tight game, but Real Madrid managed to take it from us. But it is the league win, a semi-final in the FA Cup to Liverpool, where Tottenham lifted the trophy 2-3. That's very sad. Yeah, an own goal really in the first minute. That is crazy, but it looked like we were way the better team in XG. We just were a bit unlucky. And then if we go and look in the Carabao Cup, where we lost to Chelsea in the third round, Tottenham actually won both cups, which is very cool for them. But Ivan Toney, top scorer, Michael Coyote, highest average rating. Ivan Toney's up there too. Mateus Cunha with 15 goals. Coyote and Savio with the most assists up there too. It was a season to be remembered for Wolverhampton as we win our third Premier League trophy in 5 years. It is our only trophy that we won in this rebuild, but I think this team is incredible. If you look at our best 11, this team is stacked. And this tactic is proving to be an insane tactic. Um, but my signings, I try to be a little bit more conservative, not signing players I didn't need. And I think that definitely helped. Uh, so, very happy with that. And we have 89 million in the bank. If someone wants to save out, I can send it to them. But it was a wonderful season. We were first for throughout the whole. After game day, what game day is that? 6. We won and we went to the top after game day 7, and we just stayed there the whole time. Arsenal, we're up there in the start, but it's a 19-point lead. It's incredible. And if we go look at the selection infos, Ivan Toney just came back on fire, 41 goals, 10 assists. Andreas Schaudrup with 23 and 11. Mateus Cunha with 23 and 11. Mudryk with 17 and 13. Badia Shibu, 13 goals. Savio 12 and 16. Ronnie Baji 9 and 8. Oscar 8 and 12. 5 and 22. Ryan 5-12. It's a lot of goals. Just a lot of goals. Um, yeah, even the players that weren't even playing much, they were coming off the bench and doing good work. Like Restes, Aaron Ramsdale played and had good average rating. Archie Gray played very well. He has probably developed into a first teamer, even though I wanted him to play this position, right wing back. But if he developed, he developed. But very happy overall, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you on the next rebuild.